A human soldier named Captain Marcus Hale stands inside the ruined throne room of the alien kingdom of Velaryon. Smoke rises from shattered pillars. The enemy fleet pulls back after a long war. Marcus's armor is cracked, his arms shaking from the last battle against an elite alien assassin. Everyone believes Marcus will receive a medal, a handshake, or some simple thank you from the alien rulers for saving their world. But something feels wrong. The alien nobles are whispering, the guards push back the crowd, even Marcus's team is confused. Then the ruling council announces, the princess has chosen her life bond, the human warrior Marcus Hale. The room freezes. The Princess Leora steps forward, tall, silver-skinned, glowing eyes, royal armor shining. She places a ceremonial necklace around Marcus's neck. This action means marriage in her culture. Marcus panics, his team panics, even the aliens are shocked. Why would a royal princess choose a human soldier she barely knows? Leora only says, because he saved me twice. But Marcus has no memory of saving her even once. Welcome to my channel Sci-Fi Love Story. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. The war on Velaryon finally ended after 7 long months. Smoke still rose from the broken fortress towers. The last enemy ship escaped into deep space, leaving only a quiet sky and drifting metal pieces. Captain Marcus Hale, a human soldier from Earth, walked across the cracked floor of the alien throne room. His armor was scratched, burned, and covered in dust. His left arm shook from the final fight and every breath hurt, but he stood tall because the battle was over. His squad stood behind him, tired but proud. Alien warriors lined the hall. Their silver skin reflected the glowing blue lights of the royal chamber. Tall, sharp pillars pointed to the ceiling, some broken in half. Guards watched Marcus with unreadable eyes. They respected him, but they did not fully trust a human yet. Marcus expected one simple thing. A medal, a handshake, a short thank you from the alien rulers. That was normal after a joint war mission. He even prepared a short reply in his mind, glad to help, we fight for peace. He did not expect anything strange. He did not expect anything dangerous. And he definitely did not expect something that would change his entire life. But the room's energy felt wrong. Too many whispers, too many staring eyes. Too many guards pushing the crowd back. His teammate, Sergeant Kelly, leaned in and whispered, why does it feel like a funeral instead of a reward ceremony? Marcus shrugged, maybe it's their style. But it didn't feel like style. It felt like a secret. The alien council stood on the raised platform, robes shining with golden wires. Their leader, High Chancellor Valan, raised his hand for silence. The drums stopped. The crowd froze. Even the air felt tight. Valan spoke in a deep voice. Today we honor the one who saved our world, a warrior unlike any other, Captain Marcus Hale of Earth. The hall clapped, alien weapons hit the floor in respect. Marcus nodded politely. He waited for the usual line. Step forward for your medal. But the Chancellor continued. And as tradition demands, when a warrior saves the royal bloodline, he must receive our greatest honor. Marcus blinked. Royal bloodlines. He saved soldiers, he saved civilians, he destroyed enemy ships, but he never saved any royalty. At least he didn't remember it. The crowd started to murmur again. Guards stepped closer as if something big was about to happen. The Chancellor turned toward the tall golden doors behind him. Bring forth the Princess Leora of Velaryon. The doors opened. A tall, graceful alien woman walked into the hall. Her skin shined like polished silver. Her long hair, a bright white-blue color, flowed behind her like water. Her eyes glowed softly like 2 small moons. She wore ceremonial armor made of crystal plates. She looked both gentle and powerful. Marcus straightened up. This was the famous Princess Leora, the strongest telepath on the planet, the one the enemy had tried to capture again and again. But why was she coming toward him? Leora stopped only a few feet from Marcus. The hall became completely silent. Valan spoke again, but slower. The princess has chosen her life bond. Marcus raised an eyebrow. Life bond. That sounded important, too important. Valan's voice grew louder. She has chosen the human warrior. Captain Marcus Hale. The entire room gasped. Kelly whispered, "Oh, hell no. Tell me this doesn't mean what I think it means." Marcus whispered back, "I don't know what it means." But he had a bad feeling. Princess Leora stepped closer. She held a necklace made of glowing blue energy threads. The moment Marcus saw it, some of the aliens in the room bowed their heads deeply. Others looked shocked, even angry. Marcus swallowed. Princess, I think there's a mistake." Leora shook her head slowly. "There is no mistake." She lifted the necklace and placed it around Marcus's neck. The hall exploded into noise, shouts, cheers, confusion. Kelly grabbed her helmet. "Marcus, that necklace means marriage, alien marriage." Marcus froze. "Marriage? With a princess? In front of a whole planet?" He opened his mouth to speak, but Leora touched his hand gently. "It is done," she said softly. Marcus felt his stomach drop. He felt every eye in the room staring at him, judging him, watching him. He turned to Leora. "Princess, I think you got the wrong guy. I didn't save you. I didn't even meet you before today." Leora looked at him with sad, warm eyes. "You saved me twice." Marcus blinked fast. "I'm sorry, but I don't remember saving you even once." "That is because your memory was taken," she whispered. Marcus stepped back. "Taken by who?" Before anyone could answer, an alien noble shouted, "This is unacceptable. A human cannot be life-bonded to the royal heir." Another noble agreed, "Break the bond, it is a disgrace." Guards stepped in, holding them back. Princess Leora stood tall. "Marcus Hale is worthy," she said. "He has done more for our world than any of you." Marcus felt a strange wave of heat spread from the necklace to his chest, as if something inside him woke up. He held his head for a moment as a flash of memory hit him. A dark room. A young alien girl crying. A bright explosion. His own voice shouting, "Run." Marcus gasped and stumbled. Leora caught his arm. "Easy, your mind is remembering pieces." Marcus stared at her. "That was you." Before she could answer, Chancellor Veylan raised his hands again. "The ceremony is finished. Guards, escort the princess and the human to the private chambers." Marcus's team shouted, "Wait, where are you taking him?" But the guards pushed them back and surrounded Marcus. Kelly yelled, "Marcus, say something." But Marcus was too stunned to speak. Two guards guided him and Leora toward a shining hallway. As the doors closed behind them, Marcus whispered, "Princess, what is going on? Why me? Why any of this?" Leora looked forward and said quietly, "Because they want you dead." Marcus stopped walking. "Who wants me dead?" She turned her glowing eyes toward him. "Everyone who fears what you carry inside you." He raised a brow. "What I carry inside me, I'm human, I carry bones and regrets." Leora shook her head. "No, you carry energy, ancient Velaryon energy, a power our enemies fear." Marcus stared at her in disbelief. "Princess, I would know if I had alien energy inside me." "You had it since you were 16, she said softly. Marcus felt a cold shock run through his chest. 16. That flash memory. The crying girls. The explosion. Leora continued calmly. "You saved me as a child. You shielded me with your own body when assassins attacked. A device exploded beside you. It removed your memory but left the energy inside you. Our doctors could not remove it, so they erased the event from your mind to protect you." Marcus rubbed his forehead. This can't be real." "You feel it, don't you?" Leora asked. And the horrible truth was, he did. The necklace pulsed in sync with his heartbeat. A faint warmth spread through his chest. Something old and deep inside him was waking up. Marcus whispered, "Why bond me? Why tie your life to mine?" Leora hesitated before answering. "To protect you. A life bond means I am responsible for you. Under our law, killing you would be a crime worse than killing me." Marcus slowly nodded. So the bond wasn't about romance. It was about protection. About power. About something inside him he never asked for. They reached a large private chamber made of crystal walls. Guards closed the door behind them. Marcus walked to the window looking down at the city. Fires still burned from the war. Smoke drifted in the sky. He felt small and lost. Leora walked closer. I know this is too much, but we have no time. There are forces inside the Empire who want the energy inside you. They want to control the ancient star core, and they will kill you to get it. Marcus sighed. Great, I came here thinking I'd get a medal. Instead I get a princess, ancient energy and assassins. Leora smiled faintly. I am sorry. Marcus turned to her. Princess, I need the truth, all of it. What exactly is inside me? Why does the enemy fear it? She opened her mouth to speak, but suddenly... BOOOOOMs. The entire palace shook. Lights flickered. Sirens screamed through the halls. An explosion roared somewhere below. Guards shouted orders outside the chamber. Leora's eyes widened. They are here. Marcus grabbed his weapon. Who's here? Leora grabbed his hand. The ones who want you dead. The room went dark, the windows shattered. Alien assassins dropped from the ceiling like shadows. Leora pulled Marcus toward the escape door. Run. Marcus followed her into the dark hallway as the assassins attacked. Behind them, the royal chamber collapsed. And the story of the human soldier and the alien princess had only just begun. The hallway lights flickered as Marcus and Princess Leora ran through the narrow crystal passage. Behind them, the sound of metal feet and sharp alien blades echoed. The assassins moved fast, too fast for normal soldiers. These were elite killers trained to hunt royal blood. Leora pulled Marcus forward. Stay close, do not slow down. Marcus gripped his weapon tightly. I'm not slowing down, you're the one with long legs. Leora, despite the danger, gave a small smile. It is not my legs, you humans are simply slow. Metal clashed behind them. A guard shouted before being silenced. Marcus didn't look back. He didn't want to know how many assassins were following. The hall ended at a large door made of bright blue crystal. Leora placed her hand on the center. The crystal scanned her energy and slid open. Inside was a dim chamber filled with glowing symbols on the floor. Marcus frowned. Where are we? A transport room, Leora said. It leads to the ancient lower tunnels. Only the royal family knows its path. The assassins will not follow us there. Before Marcus could reply, the assassins turned the corner and charged. Leora grabbed Marcus's arm and pulled him inside. The door sealed just as the assassins slammed into it from the other side. The room glowed, light swirled around them. The floor dropped as if the entire chamber was sliding downward. Marcus steadied himself. So, not the simple reward I expected. Leora let out a tired sigh. I warned you. The secret in MARCUS. When the room finally stopped moving, the door opened into a huge underground tunnel. The walls were made of stone older than any city on the planet. Strange markings glowed faintly. A soft hum filled the air. It's beautiful, Marcus said. It is ancient, Leora replied. This place was built before our written history, and only you can open what lies at the end. Marcus turned to her. Because of this energy inside me. Yes, she said, the ancient Velaryon star core only responds to living beings who carry its signature. Long ago, our ancestors tried to merge with the core's energy. They destroyed themselves. But when you saved me as a child, the explosion pushed a fragment of that energy into you. Marcus rubbed the back of his neck. So I'm walking around with alien power in my bones. In your cells, Leora corrected. The core changed your biology in small ways. You feel stronger during battle, yes. Marcus thought about it. His endurance, his fast recovery, it suddenly made sense. Humans weren't meant to carry this, Leora continued, but somehow you survived. He looked at her. So the assassins want this energy. They want control of the star core, she said. If they control it, they control the entire empire. Marcus sighed. Great, so I'm basically a battery they want to steal. More than a battery, Leora said softly. You may be the only being alive who can activate the core safely. Marcus looked forward. Then let's go finish this. RUNITED team. As they walked deeper, Marcus heard distant voices. Familiar voices. Marcus, you better be alive or I'm haunting your ghost. Marcus laughed. Kelly. His squad rushed into view. Sergeant Kelly, Private Bricks and the tech expert Lion. Kelly spotted Marcus and shouted, "Oh, thank God you're not dead. We saw the explosion and thought they turned you into space dust." Brix looked at the princess. Is she still your wife, or did we dream that part?" Marcus groaned, "It's complicated." Leora nodded politely, "The bond is real." Kelly whispered, "Damn, he went from simple reward to married to royalty real fast." Marcus ignored them. "How did you find us?" Kelly pointed behind her. "The palace guards we fought with before told us the princess would come this way. So we followed the chaos." Marcus nodded. "Good, we're going deeper." Lion adjusted his scanner. "Sir, the only thing deeper down here is an energy field off the charts." Leora stepped forward. "That is the star core, and we must reach it before our enemies do." The team exchanged looks. Brix sighed. "Well, guess we're saving another alien world today." The enemy arrives. The group hurried along the massive tunnel. Strange machines lay half buried in the walls, ancient and rusted. Energy veins pulsed like veins inside a living creature. Marcus walked beside Leora. "Princess, what happens if I activate the star core?" She hesitated. "If you succeed, the core will create a protective shield around the planet. It will stop the enemy fleet from ever invading again." "And if I failed?" Leora's eyes darkened. "You die, and possibly take half the planet with you." Marcus stopped walking. "Okay, that part would have been great to know earlier." "We had no time," she said. Kelly walked up. "So basically, we're betting our planet, their planet, and Marcus's body on a glowing alien machine that hates everyone except him." Brix grunted. "Sounds normal for us." Before Marcus could think more, a loud metallic echo filled the tunnel. Lion raised his scanner, movement fast. From the shadows emerged tall armored aliens, different from the assassins. Their armor was black and reflective like glass. Red energy ran through their helmets. Leora whispered, "The Obsidian Order." Marcus raised his weapon. "Let me guess, they're not here to help." "They want you alive," Leora said, "but not your team." "Figures," Kelly muttered. The Obsidian warriors charged. The fight exploded in the narrow tunnel. Marcus fired rapid shots, his team covering both sides. Leora used bursts of psychic force, throwing enemies back. The ground shook from every blast. Brix shouted, "We need to fall back." Leora pointed to the end of the tunnel. "The star core chamber is ahead." The team fought their way forward, shooting, dodging, and pushing through the rain of red energy blasts. Marcus noticed something strange. The closer he got to the core chamber, the stronger he felt. His heartbeat matched the tunnel's glowing veins, his vision sharpened, his body felt lighter. Kelly noticed too. "Marcus, you're glowing a little, you know that, right?" Marcus didn't answer because the massive doors of the chamber opened. The star core. Inside was a huge circular room. In the center hovered a giant spinning sphere made of light and crystal fragments. It pulsed with ancient energy. Its glow lit every corner of the chamber. The star core. Marcus felt a pull toward it, like a magnet. Leora placed her hand on his arm. "It is calling you." Marcus said quietly, "Yeah, I can feel it." But the Obsidian Order marched into the chamber. Their leader stepped forward, a tall alien with red glowing eyes. He pointed at Marcus. "Human, you belong to us now." Kelly raised her weapon. "Over my dead body." The leader gave a cold smile. "As you wish." Before the battle could begin, the star core pulsed violently. Marcus felt a wave of energy hit him, and suddenly his necklace glowed brighter. Leora shouted, "Marcus, the core is responding to you. You must activate it now or we will be overrun." Marcus looked at the glowing sphere. "How?" "Touch it," she yelled. Kelly screamed, "Marcus, if that thing blows up, I'm killing you myself." Marcus took a deep breath. "Yeah, let's hope it doesn't." He ran toward the core. The Obsidian warriors fired, but Leora pushed them back with psychic blasts. His team covered him with heavy fire. Marcus jumped onto the raised platform. The core hummed louder, almost like it recognized him. He reached out his hand. His fingers touched the glowing surface. A shockwave blasted the chamber with blinding light. The connection. Marcus felt his mind pulled into another space, a place of bright light, floating symbols and ancient voices. He saw visions of Velarion's past. A great war that destroyed worlds. Ancestors trying to merge with the core. A young princess crying while Marcus shielded her. The explosion that changed him forever. A voice echoed in the void. You carry the lost key. Marcus answered, if I'm the key, then open. The core pulsed, energy rushed through his body. His heart felt like it would burst, but he held on. Bright light flashed. And Marcus screamed. The shield. Outside the vision world, the star core erupted with massive waves of shimmering energy. A giant shield expanded from the core, spreading across the tunnels, the palace, the city, the entire planet. The obsidian warriors were thrown back, their armor cracking under the pressure. Princess Leora watched in awe. It works, Marcus did it. Kelly lowered her weapon. Please don't explode, please don't explode. Marcus collapsed as the glow around him slowly faded. Leora rushed to him. Marcus, stay with me. His breathing was weak, his body shook, but he opened his eyes. I'm alive. Leora smiled with relief. Yes, you activated the star core, the planet is safe. He chuckled softly. Good, because I really didn't want to die on my wedding day. Leora laughed gently. That is not how our marriage works, but yes, you lived. The aftermath. Marcus woke up 3 days later in a royal medical chamber. His squad was asleep in chairs nearby. Leora sat beside his bed, watching him with calm eyes. He slowly sat up. Did we win? More than win, Leora said. The shield you activated destroyed the enemy fleet. The Obsidian Order has retreated. Velaryon is safe. Marcus frowned. And my team? Safe, she said, and because of you. He let out a long breath. Good. Leora looked down. There is more. The life bond we formed, you may end it if you wish. I will not force you to continue it. Marcus tilted his head. Do you want it broken? Leora hesitated. I only wanted to protect you, I did not want to trap you. Marcus smiled a little. Princess Leora, you didn't trap me, you saved me too. She looked surprised. You wish to keep the bond. He nodded. If you're okay with a confused human soldier who stumbles into ancient energy cores and accidentally marries princesses, then yeah, I'm in. Leora's face softened, a rare warmth filled her eyes. Then let us face the future together, she said softly. Marcus extended his hand. Partners. Leora placed her hand in his. Partners. The new beginnings. Outside, the city bells rang in celebration. The shield above the planet glowed like a second sky. Marcus's team cheered when he walked out of the medical hall. Citizens bowed to him as he passed. He didn't feel like a hero. He felt like someone who finally understood his purpose. As Leora walked beside him, her hand brushing his lightly, Marcus looked toward the bright sky and whispered, Yeah, this was definitely more than a simple reward.